Accidents happen. That's why State Farm agent Dale Nifong and his team are dedicated to getting your car fixed and back on the road as soon as possible. It's just part of being there. Call or visit Dale today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi everyone, we'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your host Pat Terrio, and we are definitely here in Raider country, home of the Mighty Raiders. And we've got Coach Brian Howell here of the Lady Raiders. How are you, Coach?
I'm doing well.
You know, you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are kicking butt and you're taking names, and it's just been fantastic for it.
It's been a great year so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, we want the people to know a little bit about you and what you've got going on. And also, we're going to talk about what's going on this season with the Lady Raiders and what you're looking forward to this coming up.
Okay. Well, again, my name is Coach Brian Howell. I'm the principal at the Diamond Academy, girls basketball coach here. It's my only sport I coach this year. It's kind of funny. I've been coaching for 20 years. I did basketball, football, and track.
You know, you're a busy man, we see,
Yes.
and a family man.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, too.
And so tell us, Coach, about this season. I mean, you guys, in comparison to last season, what's changed for you?
Well, last season we were just kind of really worried about, really trying to get the ball to one person, and we, for our mindset was one person scored the points. This year it's just been it's been a good job, amazing, because the girls have ball into everybody has the opportunity to score. So we've had at least 7 games with 7 different leading scorers.
You know, and that's fantastic. You know, because when you're depending on just one player,
Yeah.
and when that one player is not on their A game, you're in trouble.
Oh, exactly.
So how many returning players did you have from last year?
Well, we had 14 girls on the team. We had 12 came back.
Coach, that's pretty cool right there.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you know, because they're used to your coaching style, they're used to playing against one another and with one another, and so that's been fantastic. So what things have you been seeing that have been really positive in the games? When you do an after-action review, what positive things you've been seeing and what things have you really having to work on here in practice?
One thing I'm seeing they do a great job of just sharing the basketball. Sharing the basketball, and talking on defense, and really just understanding when we talk about turnovers. You know, we tell them the same every day. If you make the same mistake over and over again, something wrong with you.
You're absolutely
But obviously, you know, so they bought into that and understanding, okay, I made this mistake, but I'm not going to make it again. I may make another one, will be something again. So they always just trying to push each other. You know, we try to teach them everything about being positive. And that's one of the things we just really like, right? Just trying to be positive and, you know, keep everybody up and stuff, because I'm going to beat you down.
Yep.
I'm going to beat you down, but they do a great job of pushing each other, picking each other up and stuff.
Okay, now let's talk about this. We want to talk about when you're talking about they're really working together and they're really talking to one another. So do you have any captains on the team, or do you have just is a whole team that supportive of one another?
They're just that supportive of one another. They do a great job of just sitting there talking to each other, always picking each other up. Every game is somebody saying, listen, let's do this. Or at practice, you see somebody something, let's do this.
Right.
So everybody's bought to it. You know, it's no little I, no little me. It's a whole team, so everybody has a voice.
You know, Coach, when I used to play, you used to always have one that was a ball hog. You know, I don't know how prevalent that is now, but you know, it sounds as though the girls are very straight across the board as far as the showmanship that they have.
Yes.
How are you about fundamentals?
Oh, we do that every day. Every day is fundamentals. We make sure we do group work with coaches, do individual work. Also, we do just fundamental stuff at the beginning of practice. That's one thing. We say the little things like that will get you in the playoffs, and little things that you don't practice on will get you beat.
Absolutely. You know, I remember, you know, when you're talking about those little things, fundamentals are so very important, because you can play a team that may not be as good as athletically as you, but when they're fundamentally sound, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, definitely. And sometimes if you don't correct mistakes early, it'll bite you at the end, and that's what kind of got us last year. Little mistakes that we really didn't correct as a coaching staff. And it bit us in the end of the playoffs, ended up losing the game by 1 point. Game we should have easily won, but we learned from that as coaches. The players learned from that, and so we know automatically fine-tune the little things. And if you fine-tune the little things, everything is working itself out.
Absolutely. And what's your record right now?
We're 13-4.
13-4. And how many games do you have left?
We have 8 more games.
Coach,
in the
you
regular
guys are
season.
doing fantastic.
Yes.
You're doing fantastic. Now, what do the girls do? I'm probably going to ask them that because you probably wouldn't know the answer to that, because I want to ask the girls how do they respond in the locker room with one another? You know, how do they encourage one another?
Yeah. The only time they didn't let me in the locker room is before the game when I do pregame talk,
Right.
and at the end of the game when I do after game talk. After that, I don't go in.
That's it. All right. So we want to talk with some of the girls, and we definitely want to talk with Coach Silva. And so thank you so much, Coach Howell. We're so pleased with the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. Coach Howell, everyone. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the beautiful Miss Dinah Jackson. How are you?
Good.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Yes, ma'am. It's a pleasure to see you too.
Thank you. We're going to start off. You tell everyone a little bit about yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Dinah Jackson. I attend West Lawrence High School. I play volleyball and also play basketball. I'm a junior. I'm a part of the Shepherd family, Tim and Joy Shepherd. My mother is Jody Shepherd, and my dad is Dwayne Jackson.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now tell us about your academics.
That's a big role in sports, because if you want to get a scholarship, you need to have good grades. I have straight A's. I'm an honor roll student.
How awesome of that. Of course, we know the parents are very proud of you. Like with me, I can go back to myself, because you want to do well in all things, right? But the thing is, it's very important that you don't forget what's most important.
Which is my family.
Right.
Which is my family.
You all hear that. She's getting brownie points for her
Yeah.
family. And so what do you do outside of basketball, or what do you do when you're home to just relax?
I usually just spend quality time with my family.
Very good. So family is very important to you. Now, do you do any community volunteer work or anything out like that?
No, ma'am.
So you're staying focused with schoolwork, your family, and as well as sports. Now tell us about your position this year, and tell us, how long have you been playing basketball?
I've been playing basketball since I was about 4 or 5 years old.
How cool is that?
Yeah. I love playing basketball. I love playing with my team. I love those girls, like those my sisters. And I'm just looking forward to the season. I want to finish strong, and hopefully we'll go somewhere big this year.
Absolutely. Now, if you had to critique yourself, you guys have won 13 games.
Right.
How have you seen a progression in yourself?
Yes,
or
ma'am.
improvements?
I've seen lots of improvements, including myself and also including the girls. I would critique myself as I would rebound better and score more points and just develop with the team.
Absolutely. And you all seem like you're not just a team, but you're a family as well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of the work that you're doing on and off the court.
Thank you.
Dinah Jackson, everyone. All right, and we've got the lovely Logan Calhoun. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well. Now, Logan, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about your family.
Well, I'm a junior at West Lawrence High School. I play softball and basketball. My parents are Todd and Wanda Calhoun, and I have a brother named Ryan.
Now, are you the big sister or little sister?
Little sister.
Little sister.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so what do you do? What kind of extracurricular activities do you have in school?
Well, sometimes I'll try to go to like clubs and stuff and just help out around the school.
Very good. And so now we're looking at your T-shirt. Now, softball is your main sport,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
But basketball is also very important to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what position are you in softball?
Shortstop.
Shortstop. That
Yes,
was
ma'am.
my stop
Yes,
back in the
ma'am.
day. All right. And what position are you here on the basketball team?
Just one of the guards, wherever they need me.
One of the guards. Now, how long have you been playing basketball?
Since I was about 4 or 5.
Really?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
girls have been playing for quite some time.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And so how many years have you been playing here at West Lawrence?
This is my 3rd year in the high school.
And I always like to talk to student athletes about what you have improved on. So if you can look at yourself from last year and now, what areas have you seen an improvement on with you?
Well, I hustle a lot more, and I'm starting to shoot a little bit better. Still working on that, and working on making better passes and not forcing things.
And how has the competition been for you this year?
It's good. Like, we're still working together as a team, and that's pretty much all we can do. As long as we work together, we should be fine.
And the coach talked about how well you all work together, and there's not really just one standout, but you all are definitely a team. I bet that feels good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we're certainly excited about watching you on the court and just seeing what you have going for you in the
Yes,
future.
ma'am.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Congratulations to
Thank you.
We are here with senior De'Asia Herring. Hi, girl.
Hey.
You know, you're not about the same height. You might have me by a few inches, but you know, I'm quite sure you're probably one of the guards.
Yes,
So glad to have you here. Talk to us a little bit about you.
Well, my name's Deasia Herring, and I'm in the 12th grade, and I've been playing basketball since I was 7 probably, and I've been playing pretty much my whole life. I do cross country every now and then, track, but my main focus is basketball.
Your main focus is basketball. Now tell us about your family.
Well, my mother is Dorothy Herring, and my daddy is Vashawn Herring.
And how supportive is your family of you? Because you're saying basketball is your main sport.
I mean, they come to every game.
Every
so they're
game.
pretty
Don't you
supportive.
just love to see that?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's so important, especially I think it kind of pushes you to keep doing more.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's talk a little bit about how your season has been. You're the point guard.
Sometimes, yeah.
You're number 1, number 2 guard.
Yeah.
Now tell us about how the season's been for you, because you guys have had you've got a winning season. But how has it been for you as an individual, as far as growing as a player and understanding the game?
I mean, to me, I feel like I've improved a lot since my junior year and stuff. I've been attacking more, scoring more, just learning how to just take over the game, like be the coach on the court sometimes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you're talking about a guard position. You know, it's a lot of pressure being the guard because you have to make the magic happen. You know, a play won't start until the guard makes it happen.
Yeah.
And what kind of pressure do you feel with that? Because I remember as a guard, I was a point guard. There's a lot of pressure in there. You know, the coaches, the players, they're depending on you. How do you keep it together to stay focused?
I mean, I just gotta keep my momentum and just be calm, stay calm through chaos and stuff. I just gotta stay calm. I can't, because if they know that you're nervous, they're gonna be nervous too. So I just gotta be like, I'm fine.
So you stay calm with the chaos.
Yes.
And you know, as a leader, do you consider yourself a leader on the team?
Yes, sir.
What do you do to motivate these girls? Like, you know, because you're not gonna win. You're not winning every game. You're not always playing your best. What do you do to motivate these girls to keep pushing?
I just keep them hyped, keep on pushing them, tell them to do more, do stuff, tell them to get better, like help them get better the way I did.
Absolutely. Now, after high school, what are your plans now? Do you plan on, continuing playing basketball? Tell us about that.
I do plan on continuing playing basketball. I know it's going to be kind of hard in college, but I want to play. I want to keep playing.
Well, you have the right attitude and you've got the good work ethic, which is going to transfer into going to play college basketball. All right. Well, we're certainly proud of you.
Thank you.
Keep doing great things.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. We are here with the beautiful homecoming queen herself, Akilah Brown. Hello, Queen.
Hello.
Why don't you wave to the people out there in the only way a queen can wave? All right, now we've transitioned to basketball. You don't have your crown on.
Oh, no.
Tell us about you and tell us about your family, okay?
Okay, my name is Akilah Brown. I have 4 sisters, Adrian, Ashley, and Amari, and we all look alike. My mom and dad is Bo and Jamise Brown, and we are all from Dublin, Georgia. I'm a senior at West Lawrence High School, and I plan to go to college and make something of myself.
Absolutely, make something of herself. That's what all we mamas want.
Yes.
Now, do you play any other sports besides basketball?
No, ma'am. Basketball is my only sport.
Very good. Now tell us, are you the point guard?
Yes, ma'am.
I got to give you a double squeeze for that one. Tell us about how this season has been for you.
Well, actually, this is my first season back from, last year I had a major ACL tear in my right knee, and this is my first year back, and it's been kind of hectic, but I'm getting there. I'm getting back to where I used to be.
Well, anytime you have a major injury like that, just the recovery period and then trying to transition back into the swing of things is difficult.
Yeah.
How was your rehab in that?
At first, it was hard. Like, it was real painful, and then it got a little easier, but it was just really hard getting my muscle back to where it used to be. But I'm getting there slowly.
Absolutely.
It takes a lot of time to get back. to her.
It really does, and too, and when anyone has an injury, we always like to try to protect that injury, you know, when we're out in the court. And even, you know, when I can say this from having experienced it myself, you know, being injured my senior year, that it's very important that, you know, as you're rehabbing and getting back into the flow of things, that you got to make sure that you're okay with where you are.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, so you've gotten back out there, you're the point guard, you are definitely making magic happen.
Yes, ma'am.
What things have you seen different from the way you play now as before?
Being more connected with my teammates. Last year we didn't have that good of a connection. This year we're more close as a team. We're more connected, and you can feel it on the floor playing together as a team. It's just something about it. It feels right. So just being more connected with my teammates.
And you know, when we're sitting out in the stands, we can tell whether or not you're connected with your teammates.
Yes.
And you know, just watching you all play, we do see the connection, and it's really nice. And so, tell us, as a leader, what do you do? What's your philosophy on helping make sure that you stay connected as a team?
Knowing my personnel, with my teammates. Like I can't throw somebody a certain pass that I can throw to someone else. So it's just basically knowing my teammates and knowing their strengths and knowing their weaknesses. And me being a point guard, just knowing more about them than they actually think I do on the court and outside of basketball also.
Absolutely. Now, and as a point guard, do you constantly work on your fundamentals?
Yes, ma'am. Because that's it's like everything is on your back, so you just have to be there. You have to be. I don't know how to.
I can tell you got to be on point.
Yes, you got to be on point.
You've got to be on point because a lot is riding on you, and when you're given these plays, you've got to make sure that the transitions run as smoothly as possible.
Yes,
and so, what do you do to kind of relax? Like outside of basketball, outside of school, what do you do when you just chill out?
I like to do hair actually.
Really?
Yes, I love playing in somebody's hair.
You know,
I love to straighten. I love to do everything with hair.
Fantastic. Now, is this something you would like to see doing in a career?
Yes, ma'am. As a side job.
A side job. All right. Now, are there any colleges that you're looking at in particular?
Yes, ma'am. Clayton State University.
Wonderful school. Of course, to play basketball.
I'm undecided.
Undecided. And that's all right.
Yes, ma'am. Wherever God leads me, I'll go.
Absolutely. And he won't lead you wrong.
No, ma'am.
Well, we're certainly proud of the work that you're doing, what you've done thus far, and representing West Lawrence so well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is the Queen, everyone. And we're here with senior Shanerica Parks.
Yes, ma'am, we're here.
We are here. All right, girlie. Tell us a little bit about you. Talk to us about your family, and we want to get into how this season has been for you.
Okay, well, my name is Shanerica Parks. I love spending time with my family. I'm a senior. I love play basketball. That's just like my main thing. I just love basketball.
Is this your only sport?
Yes, ma'am. This is my only sport.
Okay.
How
many? You have brothers and sisters?
I have 2 siblings, 2 sisters. One, she's a freshman. One, she's in 3rd grade. And we just do everything together. We spend time together. My mom and dad, they're the best.
Now, who are your parents? What are their names?
My mom's name is Mia Parks. My dad's name is Rico Parks.
And now, so basketball's your only sport. Do you have any clubs that you're involved in at school?
No, ma'am. I'm just.
That's it, basketball. How are you academically? How are you doing with your grades?
That can be better, but I just push myself to the best of my ability to do the best I can.
Very good. Now, are you the down low post?
Yes, ma'am.
I just assumed that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell us now, how long have you've been playing your entire, high school career?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, let's talk about some of the improvements. What things have changed for you during the years that you have learned and taken something from to get better?
Well, I haven't been at West Lawrence my whole high school career. I started at Delma High School, and I transferred over because I felt like West Lawrence was a better place for me. So I've been playing with these girls that I play with now for 3 years, and they're just the best. They're the best group of girls I've ever been with in my life. They're real supportive. If you're down, they're gonna pick you up. As far as myself, I seen some stuff I had to work on. So at first I was kind of unsure about. Whether I should, move on to another sport or just don't play anymore. But then, I know I've been playing basketball since I was 5 years old, so I was like, heck no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to get better. And as the years came over, I'm just progressing, just getting better every day. I push myself all the time because I never want to, be a lacker.
Right.
So I just push myself all the time, and I push everybody else in practice. I just just try to help everybody out and help myself out also.
Very good. And the fact that you've seen the improvements, you've seen the areas where you've been able to work on and be mature enough to say, hey, I'm going to work on these things. And that's going to just help you for the future.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is basketball something you want to continue playing in college?
Yes, ma'am. I want to go, off to college, want to get a scholarship. I have people looking at me or, sending me letters and stuff. I communicate with people. And I also played for the Atlanta Celtics, so I had some, exposure basketball, like going out of state and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I want to give a shout out Coach Daphne. Coach Daphne.
I've met Coach Daphne. She's pretty awesome.
Yes, ma'am. I love Coach Daphne. She's the best.
So you played with Sydney then?
Yes, with Sydney Bozeman.
Absolutely. All right, and so you've already kind of got in your mind what you want to do. You guys are doing wonderful this season. Tell us, what do you do as far as to kind of to stay motivated? Because it's not always
yeah. Yesterday we had a game and we came out flat and everybody was all drowsy and we feel like we didn't want to be there.
Right.
And so our first half was that's not West Lawrence High School basketball.
Right.
That wasn't us. So after the first half, we kind of brought it together like, hey, we got to do this. We got to. This is a region game. We got to win this game.
Right.
So we went out and we picked it up and we just picked it up and did what we had to do. We just brought in the win.
And brought in the win. There you go. And that shows a level of maturity right there.
Yes, ma'am.
It does. Well, we're certainly so proud of you. We're proud of the work that you're doing. We're proud of the leadership that you're showing out
yes,
there.
Ma'am.
And now and you all are playing as a team.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not one running the whole show.
Yeah. So it's just like, I think we know each other on the court. We know where each other's going to be. We just we know what each other's going to do. So, I mean, if somebody's lacking, we pick them up and stuff like that. And as far as us on the court, we just know each other.
Yeah,
that's what I love. We just have a lot
feel
of
you. We feel you out there. We just feel you that there's a chemistry that you all are definitely playing as a team, not just looking that way, not just from what the scoreboard says,
yes,
but you all are learning and growing as individuals.
Yes, ma'am. We play together.
Very good. All right. Well, we wish you the best the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right. And college too, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
Make us proud.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.